Hi, I'm Steve Richardson. A colleague of mine who practices bankruptcy once said to me, every divorce is good for 2 bankruptcies. It's kind of a cynical statement, but unfortunately very true. One of the common contributing factors to divorce is financial difficulty. And I've recommended to people that if that's the case and you're getting divorced, that bankruptcy should at least be considered as a part of your overall divorce strategy. But let's back up for a minute. Let's look at some of the mistakes people make that get them there in the first place. Try to avoid financial difficulty as best you can, and avoid those stressors that could lead to divorce and my office for a bankruptcy. The first mistake people make is they don't talk about money. They don't communicate with each other on it. When my wife and I got engaged, so we were ready to get married, we sat down and we talked about our budgets, our living expenses. We worked things out. What her salary was, my salary, we came up with a budget, and we talked about it. We communicated. If you communicate early on about what your views are about money, make sure you're on the same page in that regard, come up with a household budget and stick to it and continue to communicate with each other about your finances, you're a lot less likely to fall into a problem. The second mistake that people make is secretive spending. They may have their credit card, it's not a joint card, and they're spending money on that card, or the married couple maintains separate checking accounts, and they're paying bills separately out of those accounts, and again, basically not communicating with one another. So one of them is running up debt and the other one doesn't know about it. So that can cause a problem, that can cause stress. And it goes back to that first point about just communicating. All right? Do things together. And a corollary to that also is don't delegate your financial success. Don't leave it to the other person. Now, usually one person in the couple is what I call the treasurer. They're the ones that balance the checkbook, pay the bills, things like that. There's a designated person. But don't abdicate your responsibility to the treasurer and just let that go. Make sure you're still communicating on an ongoing basis on how things are going. And also, don't have what I call an overly romantic view of marriage. You should love each other, no question. All right, marriages are based on love. But, as the old saying goes, when hunger knocks at the door, love goes out the window. So, those stressors, be aware of them. Be aware that you need to be partners in life. You need to be practical about the fact that you're going to be an economic unit. You're in this together. And love alone isn't going to get you through that. Okay? Be practical. All right? Be pragmatic about your finances and plan it together. So with that kind of communication, that kind of planning, hopefully you'll stay together for many years and have a wonderful future together. And you'll never end up in a divorce attorney's office. You'll never end up in a bankruptcy attorney's office. And you'll have a happy life. And I certainly wish that for you.